Hey everybody, this is Thomas and Krista with Throne
Hi.
Builders.
How's everybody doing?
We're doing great. You know, when you ask them that, every single time, knowing that there's no way that they can actually respond other than typing in the comments, you're trying to start a conversation with people that aren't going to actually be able to dialogue with you.
Can you tell I would rather be with you guys and not on this film?
So, this is the recorded prophetic word for the week of February 11th, 2018. And we're excited about what God's doing. This is the third time God has impressed on me to continue what I've been talking about early things, early seasons. So I'm going to share that with you and then hand it over to my lovely wife. And she's going to tell you what God has put into her heart. As you know, we don't ever rehearse these.
It's true.
So for
Even Tom doesn't know what I'm going to say next.
We've been married for almost 20 years. I have never known what she's about to say.
Keeps the magic alive.
So for the month of February, God gave me a word and said, expect things now that you would normally expect in later months. So expect things to begin to happen now. And he gave me a sign and said, you're going to see the weather shift. He had me elaborate on that last week and go into more detail. And we have just been amazed to see the reports coming in from all over the world of people saying it's spring here already. And it's, normally a month, 2-3 months away from where we are right now. God is breathing on the situation all across the board. And the early spring that we're experiencing is a sign that he is doing this. Now, this week, God has really been speaking to me and saying that there are, and in fact, he mentioned this to me last week when we were recording the word, and I failed to bring it up. I didn't feel like it was time, but this week he made it clear that I needed to expand on this. There are going to be pockets all over America, and because this is specifically something he's speaking into, an American transformation, something that's taking place in our land that will affect the rest of the world. I'm not saying that it's not happening in other places. But you're going to experience pockets all over the country that are not going to experience the early spring. It's almost like the winter is going to bear down and cause there to be a prolonged cold spell. God says the hearts of people and regions are setting up principalities that are ruling and reigning. Our concept of Satan is a little bit skewed. Satan is a reality that is created from the corrupt hearts and minds as far as a system of religious thought. It's an accusation spirit. And a leadership in different regions have really set these principalities up, the satanic dominion up in such a way that even in the natural, things are not going to shift like you want them to. But he says he's still breathing on the situation, but there are going to be some regions that are going to be behind and they're not going to experience the breakthrough that God wants them to experience. Do not allow this to cause you to have fear or to be worried or concerned. You're going to see, many of us are going to see, especially in this next 7 days from the release of this word, many of us are going to see hardness of heart. And there will be many people that will it'll kind of look like they're standing up to resist you. Don't pay any attention to it. Don't let it shake you. And I hate it when God gives me a word like that because it always gets challenged. Like right after I release a word like this, there's a challenge that lines up with this. Don't be deterred by it. Take your eyes off of the betrayal, the resistance, the accusation. Take your eyes off of that and just keep going forward. Keep moving into the now advancements that are upon you. You will experience the breakthrough. You will have it. This is the time to move forward in it.
I wasn't planning on saying this, but just hearing his word for the first time, it just really reminds me of how much the weather patterns line up with what we're like on the inside. How every person out there, we all have a way to manifest things in the atmosphere around us. And that can, mean a lot of things to a lot of different people. But it's interesting, though, how he's talking about the weather. And I just got the distinct sense that God is saying that those places where there's going to be a harsher winter and colder, harsher environments, it could also be, too, that in your life, that God is ending some of those old, cold relationships, those toxic people, those people that have really done a lot of damage to you. He's ending that, and it is bitter, and it's cold, and it's not comfortable. But trust me when I say you want those things gone. You want them out of your life, even if it causes a little bit of pain, even if it causes you to be a little bit sad or just, depressed or whatever, because it's not going to stay that way.
That's right.
When God takes people out of your life, there's a reason why he takes them out of your life. He's only trying to help you. So just remember that when some of you are going to experience these things. I know you will, because we always get comments after, and we hear that you guys are going through that. So the thing that God showed me, it was really interesting, because I was actually down on the beach just taking a walk, just spending time with the Lord. And one of the things that I asked him, I said, hey, there's got to be something you want me to specifically say to the people out there. And of course, not everything we say is for every person, as you well know, but I do believe that it speaks to the majority of people out there in the body of Christ. So I was walking along the beach, and I just kept hearing the Lord say, and he was talking to me, but he was also talking to you. So just keep that in mind. But he was saying, basically, in essence, care more about your voice than the voice of others. And what I mean by that is, for years I spent my life as a doormat. And a lot of you can attest to this. You've been there, you've done it, some of you are still living it. And it's very frustrating, and because you can't really live out your identity. You can't be yourself. And if you are yourself, you get judged for it. And God really impressed on me the other day when I was down there at the beach that he's like, hey, you need to listen to your voice more than you do to those other voices in your life, especially the negative ones, of course. But some of you have held back, and you haven't really believed in yourself. You haven't really been able to express yourself in the world. And the reason why you haven't been able to express yourself is because you have cared more about the voices around you than what you think. And listen, your voice is the most important voice. If you don't listen to yourself, and you don't believe in yourself, and you don't love yourself, then how is anybody else going to take you seriously? How is anybody else going to realize who you are? You see, here's the thing is, the world needs your unique creative expression. And without it, the world is not as good. And some people might disagree with me on this and say, well, what's one less person's voice in the world? Well, it is a big deal. God would not create us without having a use for us in this world, right? I mean, obviously, he created us mostly, the main reason is because he loves us and because we bring him glory just by being sons and daughters. But what greater way to bring glory to our Father than to express ourselves and say, you know what? If God believes in me and he wants to hear what I have to say, then I guess I should hear what I have to say and want to hear it, right? Our voice is important. He really wanted me to share this with some of you out there that have been living kind of a doormat type of life. You've been living a life that you actually would do more what other people say than actually what your opinion would be. And here's the thing, God's talking to some of you. And I know I'm going a little long here, but God's talking to some of you, and he's giving you great ideas. He's giving you some strategy. He's giving you some brilliant ideas, and you're not really going with it. You're not really flowing with it. You're not really walking in it because you're afraid of the voices around you. So let me encourage you, don't. Yeah. Take your voice, because you hear the Father. Take your voice and go with it. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's so cool. I'm just going to piggyback off of that, and then we'll be done. But
we like to piggyback.
When I was out in the woods yesterday praying, God, I was like, God, why am I having a hard time in this particular area? And it came through real clear, just like a little flash of understanding that the reason I'm struggling in some area, in specific area right now, is because I still struggle with my own worth. Like, does anybody really want to hear what I have to say?
It's true. Yeah.
Your voice is important. You're some of the next inventors, doctors, healers, revivalists, writers, movie producers are listening to this.
That's right.
And because you have for so long let other people tell you who you are, you don't know who you are, you know, and so you're not bringing out your voice. And it's been scientifically proven that when you hear yourself speak, you tend to believe yourself more.
It's true.
And so it's why it's so important to go through the process of speaking. Just start talking. Start saying the things that you know are inside of you. And so who wants to hear, I said the same thing, and yet people are listening to what I have to say all over the world. So very important. So it's exciting times for us. Thronebuilders.org is our website, of course. We have completely revamped our website. We're revamping our entire social media presence, including our YouTube channel. Yes. We have a lot of content we're going to be releasing. We just celebrated our 100th video for our Throne Builders channel, and that was pretty exciting for us.
Milestone for us.
And you can see the special video that was posted on Friday night in order to get a look at that. And we also have created a partnership program. So where you can click the link below for the Patreon. You can sign up to be a supporter through Patreon, or you can visit our website. We have actually 3 levels of partnership available through our website, and you can check that out and see what you think you would like to do there. And we look forward to your comments below. Please share this video. Get us out there.
Yeah, I just want to say a great big thank you to Anthony, our friend out there. He really did a great job on our website. And I'm just going to, I don't normally do this, but just a big thank you. And we love you for all your hard work on the website.
If you need any help developing websites, branding, anything like that, let us know. We'll connect you with our guy. He's got great prices and a great attitude and does pretty darn good work. So please let us know if we can help you with that. And we look forward to hearing your feedback. God bless everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Hey everybody, Tom Shirley here from Throne Builders. Thank you so much for watching our video today. We would like you to subscribe to our channel so you can get notifications of further videos soon to come. And also would like to ask you to watch these videos when you get a chance. Like and comment below. We'll talk to you later. God bless everybody.